Hello, this is Hiroshi Yamazoe. First of all, before I start the main topic, I have a report to make. As I said in the last video, an article about me was published in a magazine, and now the article has been published online. It was published on Yahoo News, the most popular news site in Japan. I was very surprised about that. The link of the article is in the details section of this video, and you can read it in English using by Google Translate. I hope my story will be something helpful or interesting for people. And now I will get to the main topic. Last year, I created a global Hikikomori community. There are people from all over the world who are Hikikomori and who are interested in this issue. And people are exchanging various information there. And I created a channel called Hikikomori Tips in that community so that people could give each other tips for Hikikomori life. And people have provided many tips there to make a Hikikomori life better. Thank you all. And one of the staff members of this community has organized the tips into genres. Thank you very much. So in this video, I will share with you some tips for living as a hikikomori that were provided by people in this community. Tips by Dr. Akiba. It has been studied that exposure to sunlight does increase the release of certain brain chemicals that help deal with depression. However, do not worry about forcing yourself, especially if you have been living in a dark, isolated room for a prolonged period of time. It has also been studied that a lot of us tend to become quite nocturnal when we self-isolate. So before opening those windows, consider getting your sleeping habits adjusted first. Try looking up guides on adjusting your sleeping patterns. I would start with Googling circadian rhythm. Once you are awake during daytime in your part of the world, then reconsider the notion of opening the window. In addition to the above, it is most likely that you are often staring at a monitor or screen of sorts. You are on Discord after all, so get something to filter out the blue light on your screen. Software such as Flix, feel free to Google it, and for similar software, will even auto-control the visual settings to complement the time of day, and some smartphones and tablets have similar features. Now, if opening the window is a big step, and it sometimes is, take it in increments, pull the shade or curtain aside at night and maybe stick some light paper or cloth to the glass. This will help diffuse the intensity of sunlight. When you do open it, remember that no one can force you to open the window entirely. How much you open is up to your level of comfort. From there, you can slowly adjust over the days, weeks. The goal is to get reaccustomed to a little more light exposure at first. Then gradually walk your way all the way up to bring in some fresh air. It is healthy for both your body and mind, though some regions in this world doesn't have that so maybe just aim for sunlight. And if you are near the poles, then most of these probably don't even apply. I think this is the most basic and important tips for living a healthy human life. Manage your sleep cycle and make you exposed to the sun. Those are basic things, but they are very important, I think. From my own experience, I have experienced a significant improvement in my health by these things. When you are a hikikomori, your sleep cycle is often disrupted. These tips will give you specific steps to recover from it little by little. And once you are getting these things done, I think the next step is to exercise, which will make you more healthier. Because exposure to sunlight and exercise will make you release serotonin in your brain, which is known to substance that reduce depression, and you will get tired and sleep well at night. Tips by advisor 愛してる Take care yourself. Here are 4 simple things I do, and it makes a boatload of difference when I follow them. When I get stuck at any one of these, I notice my emotional well-being deteriorate. First, sleep at least 8 hours a day. You will feel good just waking up, ready to seize the day. Second, eat healthy food. You will feel light, satisfied, and reinvigorated. Third, exercise. Great stress relief as well as a sense of progression as you move on to higher weights. You will also notice visual changes to your body, giving you a sense of accomplishment. Fourth, no pop or try to do it 1 week at most. No using pornographic materials. Use your imagination. You will feel more energized, reinvigorated, and more in the present. Try to do this one at a time until you build a habit of one, then move to another one. Small goals. Doing all these 4 things at once will burn you out. That's what's been happening to me. I would successfully be doing all 4. I would slip into one, and I would crash and burn and slip on all of them. You have to be consistent with this to feel the results, but it's honestly so worth it if you could keep it up. I am not a very disciplined person, so I struggle, but God does ever work once you have this set routine. In these tips, number 1 through 3 are about healthy habits, healthy sleeping habits, healthy eating habits, and healthy exercise habits. If you do these things every day, I think you will certainly improve your health. And the 4th section is about NOFAP. I had never heard of this English word before, so I had to search for it. It says something interesting. If you are interested, please search NOFAP by yourself. And from my research, I found that there are many different opinions about it. I looked up the opinions of experts like doctors. Some doctors say NOFAP is good, but some doctors say it is bad. There are many different opinions. I do not know the true answer, but considering these opinions in total, I think that just like any other habit, it is not good to do too much do it, otherwise you will be addicted. I think it should be controlled so that it does not disturb your healthy life. Tips by Hiroshi Yamazoe. Hikikomori who stays at home and the traveler who keeps moving around seem to be polar opposites, but they can actually be very well matched together sometimes. I used to be severely hikikomori and still do not fit in well with people and society. But when I travel alone, this is not so much a problem, because the travel would take me out of that society that gives me suffering. And travel is good for your health. I believe that travel has a very positive effect on the body and mind. Exposure to the sun and exercise has a positive effect on the body and mind, as mentioned in a previous post on this channel. And when you travel, you meet a variety of new things, new sights, cultures, languages, people, and you can get new inspiration from them. And this is my tips. Probably this text is not good English, but perhaps you can understand. I hope. I'm simply suggesting to travel, because being a hikikomori often makes it hard to interact with family and neighbors. However, traveling can free you from them. And when you are traveling, you will necessarily have to walk outside for a long time, and you will be exposed to a lot of sunlight. This will help you balance your internal time and make you healthier. And traveling is a great way to meet new things and get a lot of new inspirations. And there are many more tips and hints in the community. Recently, very interesting tips was posted. It is about how to work, earn money, and learn skills while living as a hikikomori. I think that is very useful information. I will share the tips with you next time on YouTube. I'm glad that there are so many people who write about tips for the hikikomori life. Thank you very much, and thank you to the staff member for organizing these tips by genres. And if you are interested in this community, you can join in the community. To join this community, just go to the link in the details section of this video and register your email and password. Then you will be joined. It's very simple. So thank you for watching. I will post more and more videos. If you would like, please subscribe to the channel. So thank you and see you